What a gorgeous day, November 4th. It is 20 degrees. Still t-shirt weather, this is pretty wild. So what I'm doing here, I've got everything moved from all around the shop and I'm gonna insulate this concrete wall. We're gonna have the water turned on in the garage all winter, so it needs to be heated in there. And last year, the concrete with no insulation was mighty cold. Like this, that corner was always full of frost. So I've got 1.5 inch styrofoam, gonna put over that and then wrap it all in aluminum. There's going to be 4 feet of insulation, so I gotta dig down a bit to fit it all in there and put the aluminum over it and then backfill up against it, and that should help keep the shop a lot warmer. So this is the foam here that I'll use, and there's the flashing. From in here. This side, I'm digging with the left side of the bucket up against the shop. When I went across the back, I had the right side of the bucket against the shop, and I couldn't see. So this is nicer having vision on this side. The only thing that's closer that I have to watch is the knuckle on the boom. This side, it sticks out, so you just gotta watch that you're not driving that into the siding or a window. So this is the first time I've ever dug up against a building like this with this boom. I think this is kind of the whole point of this boom, and it is handy. Definitely makes doing something like this a lot less awkward than just a straight boom would. There's Mom and Grace. So here I'm digging with the other side of the bucket up against the building, and I can't see it. So I'm kind of just hoping I don't hit anything. I got a pretty good feel for where it is, but it is nicer being able to see it. Look what I just found. My ratchet and socket. 9/16. I lost that the day we dug and made this drain for the sink. That's too funny. I just walked over here and that was laying right there. I'll have to clean that up and see if I can get it working. So I'm at my buddy Steve's place today. He's the guy that built the garage. So I'm getting these pre-made panels made up to insulate the shop with. So I'm cutting the aluminum to length, got the brake set up there, and then this is how the pieces are turning out. Just put a return on either end and the top, and then did the X to stiffen it up. And then we're going to use this PL300 to stick the sheets of aluminum to the panels, and then as well the panels to the building. So Got a bunch of bending to do here, so we'll get this done. I'm having to chip all these things off where the concrete forms left little raised areas. Little piece first. Can you shove the whole thing this way? So that adhesive I was trying to use to stick the panels to the wall and stick the aluminum to the panel, it didn't really work out and it was pretty frustrating. So I'm just going to put a tap con in either top corner of it. And I don't think that little head will stick out too bad. Probably won't even notice it. But I was just gonna do one in the top corner of each and that will hold the top, and then the gravel will hold everything along the bottom. So get to try out my new hammer drill. That feels like it pulled out a little bit. Gosh darn, I think they're too short. Okay, well, longer screws it is. Half an hour later, back from the hardware store again. So how long are these? I've never really worked with masonry concrete before, so. Good, that'll work. This new method of attaching these panels is working much better. Not nearly as frustrating. It's just kind of tricky holding that bit straight. And if that aluminum comes out, it ovals out the holes, but the heads are still big enough to catch, so. There, just kind of snugs them in, but actually holds it there. We'll see how this one fits. I don't know, these panels aren't kind of fitting that good. So here's what's throwing this panel off. This aluminum isn't square with the edge of the foam, so just cut that. I recently discovered that you can kind of cut flashing with an X-Acto knife. You gotta score it and then break it. It's a pretty clean cut. A pair of snips, that would have been all wonky. Oh yeah, that fits pretty nice. What's going on? Oh, it broke. There. -2. That's the coldest it's been in here yet. But that's the coldest it's been outside yet. So I'm thinking this insulation project was a success. Like last year, that whole corner would have been frost. And I adjusted the weather stripping on this door. Oh, it's still a bit frosty here. But last year, all that would be frost because there was just air rushing in. Check out the other spots. Groomer's not quite thawed out. No frost in that corner. Windows are a bit frosty, or really frosty. Drafty around this door, so I've got this insulation propped around it, but it's just an old door with dried out weather stripping. And last year this corner was frosty too, but nothing. It's a little bit cold, but it's definitely not. Uh-oh, that doesn't look very good. I got cold air coming in there. Jeez. I guess if it's frozen, it'd be frozen over there. Well, I'm happy with that insulation on the foundation. I definitely think that made a huge difference. So here it is, April 21st, 2023. 5 months since I started this project. It's about right on par for me, finishing stuff. So these little corner pieces, oh, I'll have to dig down around there. But they'll just go on there, and I'm just going to attach them with these little rivets. That's a pretty easy way to put those on, and the heads on those rivets are so small you hardly even notice them. Here comes the inspector and the helper. So when I was making these panels, somehow I ended up with an extra one. But I guess that's a good thing because I kind of hit that one with the skid steer and wrecked it. So I'll just pop the screws off and swap it out. Yeah, that glue didn't really work at all. Apparently that screw got really bent. Make sure the hole's cleaned out good so I don't snap the screw off. I think I hit that old hole. What's the chance of that? Maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket. No way. 2 for 2.